वासु एजुकेशन इकोनॉमिक्स में आज चैप्टर नंबर 3 लिबरलाइजेशंस प्राइवेटाइजेशंस एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशंस के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई वर रिफॉर्म्स इंट्रोड्यूस इन इंडिया? द इकोनॉमिक रिफॉर्म्स वर इंट्रोड्यूस इन द ईयर 1991 in India to combat economic crisis relating to its external debt. Various rules and plans introduced by the government for controlling and regulating the economic resulted in hampering the process of growth and development. National income was growing at the rate of 0.8%. India was highly indebted country and the government was not able to make repayments of loan for abroad. Foreign exchange reserves collapsed as import is more than the export. The inflation level reached 16.8%, which ultimately increased the prices of essential goods. India took loan from IMF and World Bank to the extent of $7 billion. In fresher government have to liberalize its market. Second question is why is it necessary to become a member of WTO? It is important for any country to become a member of WTO, World Trade Organization. WTO provides equal opportunities to all its member countries to trade in the international market. Second is it provides its members countries with larger scope to produce at large scale to cater to the needs of the people across the international boundaries. The provides ample scope, utilize world resources optimally and provides greater market accessibilities. It advocates for the removal of tariff and non-tariff barriers, thereby promoting healthier and fairer competitions among different producers of different countries. The countries of similar economic conditions being member of WTO can raise their voice of safeguards their common interest. Third question is why did RBI have to change its role from controller and facilitator of the financial sector in India? Answer is after economic liberalizations and financial sector reforms, RBI needs to shift its role from a controller to facilitator of the financial sector. This means that the financial sector may be allowed to take decisions on many matters without consulting the RBI. The reforms policies led to the establishment of private sector banks, Indian as well as foreign. Fourth question is how is RBI controlling the commercial banks? All the banks in India are controlled through various norms and regulations of the RBI. It controls the commercial banks via various instruments like statutory liquidity ratio, cash reserve ratio, bank rate, prime lending, repo rate, reverse repo rate, and fixing the interest rates, deciding the nature of lending to various sectors. These are those ratios and rates that are fixed by RBI, and it is mandatory for all the commercial banks to follow or maintain these rates. Question number 5. What do you understand by devaluation of rupees? Devaluation of rupees refers to the fall in the value of rupees in terms of foreign currency. This means the value of rupees has fallen and the value of foreign currency has risen. Question number 7. Why are tariffs imposed? Tariffs are imposed to make imports from foreign countries relatively expensive than domestic goods. That discourage imports and protect domestically produced goods. What what is the meaning of quantitative restrictions? Answers. Answer is quantitative restrictions are specific limits imposed by countries on the quantity or value of goods that can be imported or exported. It can be in the form of quota, a monopoly, or any other quantity means. 9. Those public sector undertakings which are making profit should be privatized. Do you agree with this view? Why? This question answer is question number 10. Do you think outsourcing is good for India? Why are developed countries opposing it? Answer is and remaining answer this. Question number 11. India has certain advantages which make it a favorite outsourcing destination. What are these advantages? The advantages which make it as a favorite outsourcing destination are: first, easy availability at cheap labor; second, skill; third, stable political environment; fourth, availability of raw material at cheaper rate. Four advantages. Question number 12. Do you think the Navratna policies of the government helps in improving the performance of public sector undertakings in India? How? Question number 13. What are the major factors responsible for the high growth of the service sector? Question number 14. Agriculture sector appears to be adversely affected by the reforms process. Why? Question number 15. Why has the industrial sector performed poorly in the reform period? Question number 16. Discuss economic reforms in India in the light of social justice and welfare. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe.